my interpretation of snapbacks and tattoos. While you sit there judging me for being a less than average looking African American female with not so great teeth, baggy eyelids, and a breathing problem, I'm thinking about the world's problems. I was at work today, and as I was cleaning up, I was in the fitting rooms, and I saw a dirty diaper folded up and placed so gently in the corner of the fitting room. My immediate response was anger, disgust, but then it got me thinking, why? Why do people do the things they do? Why, while during an orgasm, does a girl say she's coming? She's coming where? She's coming back to the kitchen. Is she coming to bring me a cup of coffee? Is she coming to give me a blowjob? No, you're right, I don't have a penis. I got it surgically removed after I surgically attached it to my vagina. But it arouses even more questions, just based off of that particular question. When you use the restroom in the female restroom, and you go and you sit down, it's quiet. You get the toilet seat cover to make a little bit of noise, to distract from the fact that you and someone else just enter the restroom at the same time. What's more awkward is when someone's already in the restroom. You can see their feet under the door in the reflection of the mirror. They're in the bathroom with their pants down, and it's completely silent. You can take this in one of two ways. The first is they just finished, they're just dripping away, and they're about to mop it up, continue on their way, or they were in the middle of a poo and they stopped mid-poo, prairie dogging if you may, because the sudden fear of you walking in has resulted in the clench of their butt cheeks. At this moment, a lot of the times, because I've been in that particular situation as the poopy, I turn around and I walk out. 5 minutes later, I'll go back in and hopefully they're gone and have taken care of their business. So in this situation, when I am the poopy, firstly I mutter a string of curse words, berating myself for even trying to sneak a poop in a public restroom. It was probably that I had a lot of coffee that day and it just went right through me. Or that I just hadn't pooed in a few days and finally what now is the time and didn't want to pass up the opportunity. Either way, I'm in this situation and there's a few things that I could do. I could just say fuck it, let it all out in all my glory, splish splashing away with the occasional toot here or there. I can stop and stay completely silent, pretend that I'm invisible, that they didn't obviously see my feet in the reflection of the mirror, which makes it almost more awkward. Because obviously you both know that they know that you're in there trying to poop. But you stop because you know that it's weird to hear a girl dropping a deuce, and no one wants to hear that. If it was the coffee scenario, most likely there's some other things coming out besides just poo, you know? Consistency can change as well, and you can pour out, can sputter out. Worst case scenario, it's a loud one, and I can't hold it. It's just gotta go. Luckily, I'm African American, so I can't blush. But boy, am I 102 degrees internally. Someone call the ambulance and give me a thermometer. Yeah? Another thing I could do is silent poo. I've almost perfected the silent poo, but there are other situations that involve the necessity of using a different technique. To aid the silent poo, you use a lot of toilet seat covers, and that way it kind of seeps in, and it just sounds like a crinkly softly into the toilet. I'm not going to finish the thought of pooing in a public restroom. The idea distastes me now. Why is it that men can walk around topless, show their titties, and girls can't? I've seen topless men with larger titties than mine. My outro is titties out. I have a rack, quite the rack, and I've seen men with larger breasts than mine. I would love to have my shirt off, walking around on a hot day, glistening. And, you know, as a pervert, I would love to see another girl's titties hanging out, glistening and dripping. Ignoring the fact that that's kind of gross because that's her bodily fluids exiting through her pores because she's overheating. But of course, since it's a girl, it would be sexy. America.